Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, on the Bitcoin chart, we only want to take a look at the smaller time frame in this video. The overall bigger picture is unchanged in the previous video today. If you're interested, if you're new on the channel, I'd recommend you do that. Check out the previous video. It covered the daily chart and the short term, but we have some additional or new developments here on the smaller time frame. And I want to give you a quick intraday update now, just focusing here on the 1 hour, 30-minute chart. Quick reminder that we only have a 3-wave rally. So the chart itself, while we have a lot of upside momentum and while we have a lot of bullish movement, we haven't got the confirmation yet that a low is in. Now I have to say it again, that doesn't mean we get another low. It just means I cannot confirm yet that a low is in, but we talked so much about bullish indicators, talked about possible breakout setup of the trend line, and yeah, I mean, overall, the bigger picture is also bullish and the short-term trend is up as well. But again, from an Elliott Wave point of view, I need those 5 waves for a first proper, well, impulsive or actually diagonal structure, which would confirm that a low has formed. But this is the confirmation side of it. Until we get confirmation, we have to be on the side of caution. That's all it means. That doesn't mean we are bearish or so. No, it just means be on the side of caution. But everybody, I think, understands that by now. Important is, I think, to note that this third wave, so in the white wave count, that is what I need to see to confirm that we've bottomed on the 5th of July. In the larger degree, fourth wave that started in March. We've seen a wave 1, we've seen a wave 2. This is an A, B, C, and wave 3. Don't be surprised, these are diagonal patterns. This is not impulsive, for me at least, my interpretation. So far, the wave count works, either way, even if it's a 1-2-1-2 setup, which I don't think it is, we only have 3 waves up. Okay, so this third wave is overextended, not unusual in crypto, but basically it means that a 4th wave pullback is due, if not overdue. It takes, however, a few signals for us to get the signals to get an understanding that the 4th wave has started. At the moment, the pullback in this 4th wave cannot be confirmed yet. And I need that additional 4-5 pattern to confirm that the 4th wave, the larger 4th wave, has bottomed on the 5th of July. So that means, in other words, at some point, the correction should start, the pullback. We're now at an ideal point from where that could happen, but there's not enough evidence to confirm it yet, so further upside extensions are still possible. But selling pressure is clearly increasing. You see, we had very shallow setbacks in this move to the upside, and then yesterday, for the first time, a deeper pullback, but still pushed higher. Bearish divergence, on the 1 hour time frame, on the 4 hour as well. And now again, another sort of pullback, but the trend line is still holding. Pay attention to the trend line. I think that's sort of what I would do. Pay attention to the trend line today. If that breaks, it can send us to the next one, which is located here around 62.5K, maybe a little bit lower depending on when it is reached. And then if we get there, I mean, that might be the A wave, okay? And then we could get a B wave corrective rally. These like to overshoot in crypto, especially on the Bitcoin chart, especially if the A wave is a 3-wave move, then the B waves like to overshoot, and then we could get a C wave down. And that's how we would look for that. But for now, at the moment, the upper trend line is still holding, so there is no evidence a top is in. In addition to that, a break below this previous swing low at 62,500 roughly would be a good indication that the larger 4th wave has started. Support is between 58,620 and 63,140, but if the larger 4th is starting from here, we'd probably, we'll probably attempt a low to form a low in this area in the middle, around 59,980 and 61,370. So that means, in summary, I cannot rule out another upside extension. It's absolutely possible. I'm not telling you the top is in. That would be quite naive. We know how long these, the trend is up. We're still forming higher highs and higher lows. And in an uptrend, pullbacks can be opportunities. We have the trend line on the chart. I don't have a very clear microstructure. I find this micro counting unproductive, especially if we're in the 3rd wave. I give you my idea, but this is subject to change. It's a 5-wave move up. That just means that in the C wave, we have fulfilled all the requirements that a top could be in place, but I need a break below the trend line. If you ask me, this move down that happened just now could be a micro 5-wave move down, but it would now need to stay below the intraday high, which formed at 66,170. And if this really is a 5-wave move down, yeah, it could mean that a top is formed, but on this scale, that's quite unreliable. So I want to see a break of the trend line as a good signal, convincing break. Okay, so that's what I pay attention to. There is not much more to say. Next upside levels, if we extend higher, 67,280 and 68,722. I think it's all now about that additional 4-5 pattern. In the short term, the trend is up still, however. Waiting, however, for signals that pullback is starting. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.